So children, I am going to explain today the surface chemistry. So children, surface chemistry means the reactions taking place on the surface of any substance. So the reactions processes taking place on the surface are called as the part or study of surface chemistry. Study of surface chemistry. So we study in this. But surface chemistry, children, all the reactions they are taking place at the surface of other substances, like catalyst. So catalysts they catalyze any reaction on the surface of the catalyst itself. On their surface, the reactants they come together, reaction takes place. It has different mechanism. But in this, there are some basic concepts. So first in this is adsorption. First point is adsorption. So adsorption is surface attachment. It is the surface. It is a surface attachment of a substance. Surface attachment of substance on others surface. So when a substance is attached on the surface of other substance, it is called as adsorption. Now second point is adsorbent. So adsorbent is a substance or material on the surface of which adsorption takes place. So adsorbent, it is a substance on the surface of which adsorption takes place. So it is adsorbent. This is the second basic point. Now third is adsorbate. So it is the substance which is attached on the surface of adsorbent. So children, this is an important part, which is attached on the surface of what? Adsorbent. So adsorbent basically a substance, and here there is the surface phenomenon, there is surface process. Now I am going to put here a representation for adsorbent and adsorbate. Here in a beaker we have taken water. In the beaker there is water, and here I have placed a stone ball. It's a ball of a stone. You may take paperweight or anything can be there. So the stone will not absorb. Stone will not absorb the water. Only the water will be present at the surface. Only the water will be present at the surface. So these are the molecules of water. So this is adsorption. So this stone ball, it is absorbent because on this surface water molecules they have attached. So a stone or glass or any such substance, it can be metal also. So metals are also absorbent. Glass, mica, wood, they all are absorbents because the substances they are confined. The substances they are confined to the surface only. Now this water is now it is attached to the surface. So it is adsorbate. Children, this is very important point. The stone is what? The stone is adsorbent. Water is adsorbent because water is present on the surface of stone ball, and so this is the simple phenomenon. Now children, I am going to explain 4 points. Absorption. I am taking this point so as to clarify the adsorption and absorption. So absorption. Here I am drawing a diagram. There is a beaker, and beaker has water. Now I am going to put a piece of brick piece. You can take big brick piece. So what will happen? Water will be penetrating inside. So here in this case, water molecules will pass. Water molecules will pass through the brick piece, and so this is absorption. So simply what we can say, absorption it is interior penetration of a substance. Interior penetration of a substance. Like children, different examples, like you use blotting paper for absorbing ink from the pen, or you use filter paper in the laboratories. So what is there? Filter paper is when touched to the water or any liquid, the entire piece of filter paper, it is covered. It absorbs the liquid, and so this is the basic difference between absorption and adsorption. So once again I am repeating, adsorption is attachment on the surface, whereas absorption is interior penetration of substance. So children, desorption is next point, and so it is defined as the process of removal of adsorbate from adsorbent's surface. So it is the process in which adsorbates are removed from the adsorbent's surface. Like for example, if we heat a stone which is having water, or the stone which is wet, from the outside. In a stone or glass, water or a liquid cannot enter inside. And so on heating, the water will or liquid will be evaporated. It will go out. And so it is called as desorption. Desorption, it is there. Now next is sorption. Sorption. S-O-R-P-T-I-O-N. Sorption. So when absorption and absorption both take place. When absorption and absorption both take place. The two processes they are taking place. It is called as absorption. So this is the very important point to know about the 6 basic points. Now I am going to explain about the mechanism of absorption. So absorption takes place by a very simple mechanism. Very simple mechanism. It is having following steps. First is the movement of adsorbates, towards the adsorbent. Movement of adsorbates. In this, the substance to be adsorbed, they move toward the adsorbent. Because see, adsorbents, they are always bulkier, they are always heavier, so they cannot move. Actually, the reactants, they have to move toward the surface of adsorbents. Now, second, lowering in energy of the adsorbent's surface. Children, you have an idea about the free energy. So actually the free energy, you have done class 11, so free energy is the energy available which can be used for some useful work. So actually here the free energy from the surface of adsorbent is lowered down. There is a lowering of the free energy. Why lowering is required? Because if it is high, then there will not be adsorption. So this is the third point. Second point. Now coming to third point, attachment of the molecules of adsorbates on the surface of adsorbent. So this is the mechanism. Now I am going to demonstrate how it happens. So here if you take a system, so here there is this is adsorbent. This is adsorbent. And here we have adsorbate. So here first there is the lowering in energy from the surface. There is lowering in energy from the surface. Surface energy is lower down. Because if surface energy is not lower down, so there will not be attachment. So let the molecules are there. And so here the energy is lower down. So when it becomes negative, when the delta E it becomes negative, then they will find their place suitable. Then the particles will move towards here, and at last they will. This is the moment of molecules. Then at last they will be attached molecules. So this is the mechanism of adsorption. How adsorption takes place? So first there is the movement of the adsorbate molecules towards surface. Then there is lowering in the free energy. Free energy is the energy available which can be used for some work. And third is the surface attachment. About the types of adsorption. Types. So, children, adsorption is of two types. Number one is physical and number two chemical. Physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Now first I am going to explain about the physical adsorption. So physical adsorption is the process in which there is just attachment on the surface of adsorbent of some suitable type, and the adsorbate molecules they occupy. So here there is no chemical reaction takes place. So it is defined as the physical attachment of the particles. Physical attachment of the particles of adsorbates on the surface of adsorbent. Surface of adsorbent by some weak forces. So see here, physical attachment by some very poor force. Forces very poor. Just children, the attachment. No chemical reaction takes place. Just lowering in the free energy and the reactant molecules they are attached. So here the features are, it is multi-layered process. You have to keep in mind, it is multi-layered process. Physical attachment is, it is having a particular character, and so physical attachment, it is multi-layered, one after other layer, because there is no chemical reaction take place. If there is the adsorbent, so the particles they are arranged like this. So it is multi-layered process. Now second is, it is reversible in nature. It is reversible in nature. Reversible why? Because it is the attachment by the simplest force of protection, so it can be removed. It can be removed by very poor force of protection. Now, in this enthalpy exchange, enthalpy change is much lower because here there is just the force of attraction. Now coming to chemical. So children, chemical it is defined as the attachment of adsorbates by chemical bonds on the surface of adsorbent. So it is attached by chemical bonds. Now the features, it is unilayered. It is unilayered process. So why it is unilayered process? Because there is a chemical reaction, children, and if chemical reaction has taken place, so there will not be any question that other to take part, other layer to be present on the surface, as it is chemical change. So unlike here in case of physical, it is multi-layer, it is unilayer. Second, it is irreversible. Why it is irreversible? Because when chemical reaction has taken place, so chemical reaction, once the chemical reaction has taken place, the products rarely can be converted back into the reactants. And enthalpy is very high. Enthalpy is very high, children. So this is all about today's lecture.